Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to us?
Well, I've been watching your program.
Huh?
So I've been watching your program.
Okay.
So you keep on saying nobody's calling you.
Yeah, you are a Muslim?
So, yeah.
Your name is Abdul Mu'min Qurashi?
Yes.
All right. So what do you think about the Afrit in the Quran?
It's like we believe it's the unseen.
Yeah, but this is not about unseen. This is a person is seen. This is not unseen.
Yeah.
He was sitting
Like
there.
sometimes it's like moral stories which are transmitted,
No, no. You see,
and like
okay.
how
So,
in the
so
Bible you
first
have
of all,
parables.
can you tell me what is Afrit? What is the word Afrit mean?
Hafiz is like the big genie.
He's a big genie. Okay, you just said to
Yeah,
me
a big
a
genie.
second ago you said he's unseen, and now you are saying he's big. How you know that the unseen is big if he's unseen?
Yeah, because this is what we've been imagination,
Oh,
like
so you Muslim, you
imagination. People
imagine he
use
is
it
not
as
true. This is imagination. So you imagine he's big.
correct. Yeah, imagination. Like we have to imagine because it's unseen. You
Okay,
see,
but how you know he's
that's
big?
why we have to imagine
If he
only.
is unseen, how you know he's big? How you know he's bold?
Um, Yeah, that's a good question, but I don't have the answers for it because it's an
All right.
unseen thing.
Okay, but this Afrit in the story in the Quran, he steal furniture. Why Suleiman? He want Afrit to steal his furniture, the furniture of the women who live in Yemen.
Uh, Maybe something metamorphical,
What metaphorical? She
some
have a
type of a.
throne. He wanna take her throne. What metaphorical? It's a chair. And he is asking the chief who is going to go and get the chair for me. Is that lawful for a prophet of Allah to steal the chair of a woman? She did nothing wrong to him.
But is it? Where do you find this mention in the Quran that he's trying to steal?
It's in the Quran. It says that. Is is your screen open? Can you see my screen?
Just a second. Yeah, I can see your screen
All
now.
right, chapter 27, verse number 38. By the way, I welcome Mr. Abdul Mumin. He sounds like a nice gentleman, correct, guys? And we welcome always Muslims who want to have a conversation with us, the one who don't want to curse, the one who want to have a conversation. So I really welcome Mr. Abdul Mumin to join us. Thank you for calling, Abdul Mumin. Go ahead. So chapter 27, verse number 38, it says, Suleiman, he said, O chief, which one of you can bring me her throne before they come to me surrendering? He want them to surrender to him. They did not do anything to him. And in obedience, we don't know why, and he want her throne. One of the Afrit, which means he have many of them, he said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your place. Look how fast he is. This Afrit is so fast, brother. He can go all the way from Jerusalem all the way to Yemen and bring the throne back round the trip before Suleiman even he can stand from his chair. Like how long it take to stand from the chair? Few seconds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 10 seconds. So this Afrit, he can travel in a very extreme speed, and he come back with the chair before even Suleiman he stand up. What do you think?
Yeah, because as given he's a genie, so for him, distance doesn't really matter, I guess.
So how, the genie is so fast?
Probably because he can fly, he can just appear and
How
disappear
he can fly? He
in a
is,
click of a second.
but he have no wings. You Muslim, you have him as a fat guy. He's big, he's bold, he's heavy. So how he fly?
Well, you have to watch the movie Aladdin then, I guess,
Well, this
so you can
Aladdin,
get some imagination of
but
that.
even Aladdin, it take him. You see, just to go with you, the Quran says that the flying carpet of Solomon, which is extremely fast, it take 1 month journey by noontime. 1 month journey is the distance of people used to measure by traveling by walking. At that time, there's no airplane, correct? So 1 month
Yeah.
journey, is the distance the flying carpet of Suleiman can go by noontime. That's mean if we
Yeah.
if you know in the old days they measured the day like by sunrise, sunset. So it's the same. We can say it is let us say 6 hours. I don't want to say 12 hours. I would say 6 hours. So by noontime, 6 hours is going to fly a month journey, the flying carpet of Suleiman. By the way, do you believe in flying carpet?
No.
But this is in the Quran.
Yeah, but in the Quran, it's not mentioned as flying carpets. It's
No, it's
mentioned as
mentioned.
the power of the wind,
No, my friend. The power of the
right?
wind. Okay, the power of the wind go
Yeah.
under the mat. He have a mat made it from wood. The wind go underneath of him and carry him and his host.
Yeah, probably this technology hasn't yet been invented, and already the Quran has foreseen this technology.
The
Probably
Quran
one day
what?
we
The
will
Quran
come,
will what?
maybe 100 years from now.
This is technology
Quran
now.
hasn't.
So this is not this. This is technology.
This technology is not yet available to humans yet.
Flying carpet technology. No, we have an airplane.
No, this is even faster than that, no?
No, airplane is way faster because it says to you it take by noon time a distance of 1 month journey by feet. This is very slow actually.
Yeah, but even in airplane,
So
the
listen.
maximum number
So,
of people nowadays is around about what, 500, 600 people on one big aircraft. But here you're talking
but
about,
according to
like
your story,
thousands and thousands.
Suleiman and his kingdom, all of them they are flying in the top of the flying
Yeah,
carpet.
correct.
How big the flying
So this
carpet is?
technology is not yet come.
Huh?
Must be huge, must be very huge for them to carry,
Okay,
like what
must
I
be
heard is
very
about
huge.
what,
Okay, okay.
80,000
How
chairs?
huge? You see, it says that all his kingdom and his kingdom expand all the way from Jerusalem all the way to Persia. So, in order to carry all this kingdom, all his horses, all his soldiers, all his cook, his wives, even his houses in the top of the flying carpet, that means the flying carpet have to be at least a million square foot, a million, sorry, square mile.
Probably.
Okay, you believe in such a thing?
Like I said, we don't have this technology yet, no?
Oh, this is
So we can't
technology.
imagine. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think
Not yet this.
about Suleiman speaking to the ant?
Yeah, that is something which is, I've listened to your shows before and I also can't get my head around it. It's what I'm thinking is just like maybe it is j- just to show that there is a dialogue going on, but not with action speech as such, like probably in their minds.
But no, the Quran says, then the ant she said, and Suleiman he heard her speech, not in the mind. She said,
Probably they were
she
talking,
said to who? The
through their
ant. She did
mind.
not speak to Suleiman. So the ant she spoke to the ants, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So the ant she spoke to the ant. Suleiman he heard the speech of the ant, saying to the ants, hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you.
Correct.
All right. The Quran says that Allah he taught Suleiman the language of the birds, correct?
Correct.
All right. How he understand the language of the ants?
I don't have an answer for that, honestly.
You don't have an answer, or this is laughable and just why you laughed? You laughed. I heard you.
No, not that.
No, you
You go
laughed. You
into the
laughed,
minute.
my friend. You laughed. Why
I
you
did laugh because
is it laughable?
laughing
Let
at
us be
how
honest.
you
Abdul Mumin, I like you. You are a nice person. You did laugh for a reason. What is the reason?
The reason is it's funny. That's why.
It's funny. So it's
The
stupid.
way,
It's stupid when you say funny.
no, the way you pinpoint on the details is funny.
Well, my friend, I am a person who read carefully. I'm not an average person who read and let things go. So when somebody says to me, especially he's speaking, claiming that he's coming from God, then I have to think carefully about what he is saying, take it seriously, and if it is stupid, then it's stupid. So you laugh because obviously it's stupid, correct?
Not necessarily because
So okay, so
the
give
thing
me
is,
the
see,
give
when
me the
we
reason.
try,
You said to me it's funny. I'm just going
yeah,
by your words.
there is Okay, the reason why I laughed in reality is because when I raised this with my sheikh in the mosque here, he told me that he only said these are all unseen things. And when I
How those
heard
are
what
unseen? How
you
those
said
are
just now,
unseen? If the ant is something we see, now you Muslims, anything we say to you, it's unseen. It's an ant. Now the ant is invisible now. It's an ant.
and not the ant as such, but the dialogue. Now, I asked this very question also
Well,
to
my
him, but
friend,
he
your
couldn't answer.
dialogue and my dialogue now is unseen. Is that an excuse? Can you see my dialogue now? Can you see my words? No. So what does that mean? I mean, this is my friend, Abdul Moment. You are a smart person. You're adult. You're mature. You are not a kid. I don't wanna. I don't want to be rude to you and sound like I'm insulting you. I want you to think with me. This has have nothing to do with unseen, the excuse of unseen, unseen. We believe in the unseen. What does that mean? This is just a way to hide behind a rock to say, oh, the wolf is not coming, the truth is not there, the sun is not there, the storm is not coming. You're hiding. So the unseen is an excuse. How in the world Allah He taught Sulaiman the language of the birds, yet Sulaiman he understand the ant, and ants don't talk. See, all creatures, they communicate. This is true. We can say this is talking, but this is not really talking because the Quran says the and she said. She said. Arabic is so clear. It's something she said. قالت نملة. So when the Namla she spoke, or the ant spoke, he heard her speech. The Quran says he heard her speech. Uh, but ants don't talk. They are mute. They are deaf. They are mute and deaf. They communicate only by one of two ways, either chemical or by vibration. They knock at the body of each other. They don't hear, they feel the knock. So they vibrate or they do chemical. None of those is one of the feature of Solomon. As you see, he taught him, Allah, the language of the birds.
And then in that case, I'll have to say, like again, like with the carpet story, like this technology also hasn't been invented yet to be able to
So now
communicate with
anything we
the
say, it's funny,
ants.
and you yourself, you laugh at it. You say, now it's technology. Did Allah He gave him a cell phone translator? What does that mean? Okay, well, let us be mature in the answer. This is what this have to do with technology? Allah He taught him the language of the birds. You see, if Allah taught him the language of the ants, I will say, okay, well, He gave him a feature. Somehow he can understand the ants, but He taught him the language of the birds. Now, Suleiman he speak the language of the birds. Why Suleiman he have an army of birds?
Probably this is metamorphical for like like aircrafts and
You are making
like
things up now. You see,
flying.
you're trying to avoid it. It says
Yeah,
he
because
have a
I don't
host.
have answers
He
to give
no,
you.
my friend, read with me
I
carefully.
have.
It says, read carefully. And there we gathered before Suleiman. So it's a location. We gathered them before Suleiman, his host, his army of jinns and men and birds. Why jinn or shaitan? Why shaitan is in the army of Suleiman?
Probably he had control over all these
How he
supernatural
have
beings.
control? Is it true that he have a ring? He control them?
Yeah, that's what it says. No, he controls them with his
Okay, he
ring.
controlled them by a ring. Did you watch the movie The Lord of the Ring?
Yes,
Do,
yes,
do
I
you
did.
believe really in such a ring?
Um, we have to believe whatever is given in the Quran. We have to believe. We have
Oh,
no
so you
choice.
believe now there's
It is we have
Suleiman,
to
he is
believe
the
it.
Lord of the Ring, and he control all genies, mankind, birds by the ring.
That's what it says in the Quran, right?
Why Muhammad don't have that ring?
Because he's not Solomon.
Only Solomon he can do that.
Yeah, only Solomon was given that power.
Is it is
Like
it
each
is,
prophet was
is it
given
true?
different powers.
Is it true that when Suleiman he went to his bathroom, he gave his ring to his wife, and then Shaitan he took the look of Suleiman, and then he took the ring and he became a king.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that is. I'm not. I vaguely remember that story about the Satan taking his ring and
Uh-huh.
uh, trying to appear like Solomon.
Hmm. So now what we learn from
And then
this, that
Solomon,
anyone wear the ring will become the king. Is that correct?
yeah, they possess the power of the ring.
Okay. So now that's mean the ring is a magical ring. Whoever wear it, he got the power. So the power is in the ring itself, correct?
Correct. The power is in the ring.
Okay. So who is the one who made the magical ring, which if you wear it, you control the whole world?
Yeah, that doesn't mention that. That doesn't mention in the Quran who and how he got the ring.
No, it mentioned that Allah is the one who gave him the power, correct?
The ring.
No, he
It
gave him
mentions
the
that he
power.
gave him the
Allah,
ring.
he gave him the power.
But regarding the ring, it doesn't mention, right?
Yeah, but Allah, he gave him the power, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everything is from Allah
Allah,
only.
he
So,
gave
but
him
the
Allah,
ring
he
is
gave him the power. And how he gave him the power? By giving him a ring.
okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
If you put it like that, yes.
But
Logically speaking,
but
yes.
do you think there is a wrong in the design? Because Allah, he gave him a ring, supposedly, so Suleiman will be the king, right? And then Shaitan, he wear it, and then the king became the Shaitan.
Probably it was a lesson for Solomon to learn.
This is what?
A lesson
Listen.
for Solomon to learn about.
So Allah, he
That
made
he
the ring
shouldn't
this way.
misuse it.
Anyone can wear it. Do you think that somebody will find this ring one day and will control us too?
It might not be a ring, but it might be like, for example, today the world is controlled by internet. So each one has a mobile in
So
his
the
hand,
ring of
and
Solomon
it could be
today is
something
an
like that too.
the ring of Solomon today is Google.
It can be like a power of media nowadays.
You see, but the ring is made by Allah. Is the internet made by Allah?
Everything is from Allah's wisdom.
Everything from Allah. I just came from the bathroom, you know. So, everything from Allah. What does that mean? My friend, focus with me. The story in front of us here. Let me show you. I will it for you on the screen. Let us see. Suleiman ring. Here is the story of Suleiman, how he went to the bathroom, and then before he go to the bathroom, he take his ring, he give it to his wife. His wife, Shaitan, came to her. He took the ring, and he took the look of Suleiman. How Shaitan can take a look of Suleiman? Can Shaitan clone?
Where is the source for this word which you're reading about?
This is your Muslim website, and those are Islamic books, as you see. This is al-islam.org
Which
website.
one is this?
Al-islam.org.
Islam.org. Okay.
Yeah. So Suleiman, he took his ring to do defecate. He want to go to the bathroom, which all king like me do. And then he gave his ring to the wife because it's not allowed to take the ring, the holy ring of Allah, inside the bathroom. So he gave the ring to his wife. Some story says servant, depending on who reporter. And his wife, and the Muslims are confused about what the name of the wife. And even they claim that Solomon, he married from a woman. Her name is Jarada. She was half daughter of a genie, Shaitan, half daughter of a human. And then, Shaitan, he take the ring and he became the king, and Suleiman became a person homeless. And then the Shaitan, he start having sex with the wives of Suleiman, and the wives, how the wives, they notice that this is cannot be Suleiman because he's so good in bed, never stop, like durgan, durgan, durgan. So they told the elders about how good he is in boom, boom, boom. And then Shaitan, he discovered that he been exposed now. So he took the ring away and he threw it in the ocean. And then a fish, she swallowed the ring. Solomon one day, he was helping a fisherman because he was working as a porter. He told the fisherman, if I carry those fish for you to your house, what you give me in return? The guy, he said to him, I will give you 2 fish as wages. Suleiman, he took the fish as wages. He went home, he opened the fish, he found his ring. How much this story is convincing for you, Mr. Abdul Mumin?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lesson to learn there, that because Solomon was, having so much of riches, and
Ah,
to come down to the poor state where he had to go and fight for his own food, and
ah.
then he gets back the ring in the end. So it is like he learned his lesson that he should not be too.
Is that a
Um,
story? Is that a story made for adult or for kids? Do you really believe in
it's
this?
like more. What is the moral of the story? Basically,
No,
we
this is
have to
not
look at.
about this is a story happened supposedly as it is. This is not up to you to say to me this is metaphorical to teach us how this is supposedly what happened. The ring is physical, Suleiman is physical, the fisherman is a physical, the fish is physical. He opened her stomach, he found the ring. But isn't it this is a obviously a fairy tale story?
Yeah, it might be to you, but for
To,
us, we
to,
look at it as
to
what's the
you is
moral of
not
the
a fairy
story.
tale story. Why is not a a fairy tale story for you? Why?
Because we look at what we learn from the story.
What you learn? You learn that Suleiman have a ring, and then he
No,
found.
we learn that the ring basically symbolizes power, like you had clearly put it. That is a power from Allah,
Okay,
and
I will go with
he
your
has
story just to show you how stupid the story.
okay,
You agreed that if you wear the ring, you become the king. You control everything. Correct?
correct. You have the
Okay.
power.
Shaitan now he took the ring. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Shaitan he was exposed by the wives that he is not Suleiman because he have so power in sex. Okay?
Correct.
Okay. Why Shaitan would throw the ring? As long as he's wearing the ring, he's controlling them anyway. Why is that? Why he
But
wanna
he
run
got
away? I
caught.
mean, if the ring is giving me control over human, over genie, over everybody, why I wanna take the ring and throw it in the ocean when I am wearing the ring? I have the ring. Why he did that?
Yeah, but that is why. Yeah, the reason is maybe basically Allah has also given the intellect to the wives to recognize that he is not Solomon. So he gets caught.
So he got caught after he effed them all. Is that what Allah he want? He wants
Probably that's
Shaitan.
why
He
that was a test.
he wants what test?
Probably.
Allah he made Shaitan effing the wives of Solomon one after one until their vagina became red. And this is a test for Suleiman. What about making Shaitan effing Suleiman to be a test for Suleiman? This is not a test for Suleiman. The one who got effed is the women. They are not Suleiman. What does have to do with Suleiman? So what kind of
So that
religion
he so that
allow Shaitan to eff a prophet wife?
Yeah, so that he will learn his lesson. Now, once he lost the ring, then he was turned to the streets. You see, so automatically he's learned his lesson by
First of all,
losing the
here
ring.
we have many stupid things is being said because if Shaitan he can clone, and you agree that Shaitan he cloned the look of Suleiman, correct?
Correct.
Okay, how we guarantee that the one who came to Muhammad is not the same Shaitan and he cloned the look of Jibreel?
Whoa, whoa.
Because now you agreed that Shaitan he can clone anyone.
Correct.
Okay, so how what is the guarantee that the one who was coming to Muhammad is not the same Shaitan who have good skills in cloning and he claimed to be Jibreel?
Yeah, you have a point there. I
Not
have
only
to read
that,
more about.
I have a surprise for you. Isn't it your prophet he said that he received satanic verses from a shaitan, his name is Al-Abyad, who he came to him in the image of Jibreel?
Which verse is that?
Well, the Quran speak about satanic verses. If you remember the author who Muslim they tried to kill him, Salman Rushdie.
Yeah, chapter 53, right?
Satanic
Chapter
verses,
53,
yes.
verse
Okay, satanic
19,
verses.
20.
If you read the story, the excuse is that Shaitan, he came in the look of Jibreel. He gave Muhammad satanic verses. And the Shaitan, his name is Abyad. So now it's confirmed that Muhammad, he was receiving Quran from a cloning or cloned angel. Yet he is a Shaitan. So you Muslim now, by adopting such a fairy tale story, You destroy all your belief because now we can't trust anybody, anyone. Even Muhammad, maybe himself, he is the same shaitan. Because if shaitan can clone Suleiman, he can clone Muhammad, correct?
Yeah, that's what the Solomon story tells us.
Okay. So how we can guarantee that Muhammad himself is not the shaitan?
No, because Shaitan did that. He didn't clone anybody. He just threw the message
No, Muhammad,
from the
no,
prophet's tongue.
no, no. Muhammad, he said, shaitan, explanation of this verse, uh, shaitan, his name is Abiyad. He came to me in the image of Jibreel and he gave me those verses.
Yeah. So never did we send a messenger or a prophet before you, but he recited the revelation, narrated or
Hmm.
spoken.
Hmm.
Shaitan threw some falsehood in it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. See, Shaitan, he just threw falsehood in what he was reciting.
yeah, but how he
So
threw,
he didn't take, Shaitan didn't take any
how
form or nothing.
Muhammad convinced, because all you Muslim, you always you say that Muhammad, he don't receive something in his head, he meet the angel and the angel give him Quran, correct?
Correct.
All right.
So
So
here
in
he
order
was
for Muhammad to
misled.
receive, those verses, he have to meet the angel in person as usual.
Correct.
All right. How the shaitan he came, Muhammad he confirmed, he says shaitan, his name is Al-Abyad. He came to Muhammad and he is the one who gave him the satanic verses.
Correct. That's what happens
All
there.
right.
See, so
Now,
Satan he threw
now we
those.
have two angels. One, his name is Jibreel, and one is Shaitan. Both they look the same, correct?
Yeah, but doesn't Jibril come back again
How we
to
know
the
that the
prophet
one
and
who
tell him
came
that I
back?
didn't give
How
you
we
this?
know that the one who came back is not the same Shaitan? They look the same.
Yeah, because he advises him and tells him, no, like, why did you speak those words? I didn't give
No,
you those words. He
you
confronts him
see,
with that.
this is actually additional proof that Muhammad is a satanic man. Because if the angel came to him right away before he do it, don't the angels is watching? Isn't it the angel watching? Isn't it Allah watching what is Shaitan is doing? Why he waited until Shaitan? He took the image of Jibril, he come to Muhammad, he delivered the verses, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks after, angel he come to him, he says, Muhammad, what you did, this is not me who spoke to you. Shouldn't he right away say to him, this is not me?
Probably it's Allah's test for us.
So Allah he tests you
So
by
even Prophet Muhammad is
Allah he
children of
tests you by making Muhammad receiving Quran from Shaitan.
and he sends Gabriel after that to abolish that also, right?
He sent what?
He sends Gabriel
How you
after
know it's
that.
Jibreel? Now we cannot trust Jibreel because now Jibreel it can be the same Shaitan. Maybe the Shaitan killed Jibreel. We don't know. Maybe Jibreel now is in jail. Maybe Shaitan he trapped him somewhere. So where was Jibreel when Shaitan came to Muhammad and he took his look? Isn't you Muslim believe that angel is always accompany even normal Muslims? Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now this is Muhammad. Do Muhammad have an angel? His name is Jibril. Accompany him or not?
Yeah, but every Muslim we believe that we have a Satan also with us. No, there is a Satan on our left shoulder and a Satan and a good angel on our right shoulder. So both of them are doing controlling his mind at the same time, probably.
No, this is not about controlling mind. This is about a
Or
physical,
the throwing the words in
a
mouth.
physical person. He come to in the image of Jibril to Muhammad, and he spoke to him in the look of an angel. It's not in the mind. It is physical.
Yeah, but the verse doesn't say that, CP. It says that
No, the verse
Satan
actually,
threw
okay,
some
just to
falsehood.
show you that the verse doesn't make any sense anyway. Why? Look, read with me carefully. It says, never we send a messenger or a prophet before you, But when he recite revelation or narrated or spoke, this is additional from the translator, Shaitan, he throws some falsehood in the recitation, correct?
Correct.
All right. So now the recitation of the Shaitan is where? Is mixed with
From the Prophet's tongue.
no, he recited already. Quran is always recitation, is not a book, it's not written yet. So the Quran of Shaitan is mixed with the Quran of Allah, correct?
The words, those words alone.
It doesn't
Not
matter.
the
The
entire
Quran is
Quran.
words too. The Quran is words. Isn't the Quran is words? So the words of
Yes,
Shaitan.
those verses, I mean, those particular verses, I mean.
Yeah. So
that particular verses
okay.
of
So the
Allah
satanic
sent
verses, the
Alusa.
satanic verses now is inserted by the mouth of Muhammad with Allah verses. Do we agree?
Correct.
Okay. And then Allah will delete them, correct?
Correct.
All right. How we can guarantee that this verse itself is not coming from Shaitan? To make us relax, because now people, they discover that Muhammad is a fraud. What happened when Muhammad recited those verses, he started bowing down to the gods of the pagans. Not only he recited them, he said, وَالشَّرَانِيقُ الْعُلَى إِنَّ شَفَاعَتَهُنَّ لِتُرْتَجَى. Those are the three daughters of Allah, the high, their intercession to Allah is required. And he bowed down, and all the pagans bowed down with him. So not only he recited by mouth, he physically bowed down to the idols. The Arab then, they said, here we go, Muhammad is a liar. He claimed he will not pray to anyone except his God Allah. Now he is praying to Allah, our God, and his daughters. Muhammad, after that, he noticed many people, they start leaving Islam because he was exposed. So now he made a verse saying that Allah told me that the one who gave me this is Shaitan. It's not me. I was a victim. He came to me in the look of a Shaitan. His name is Al-Abyad. And now, how we can guarantee that this verse itself is not made by the same Shaitan to make us relax? Because look what the verse is saying. Not a single prophet before you, but Shaitan, he gave him false revelation. Name one for me. Shaitan gave him false revelation.
Satan gave who false revelation?
According to the verse,
Muhammad,
according to the verse,
yeah,
every prophet before Muhammad, he received satanic verses. Name one prophet he received satanic verses.
Probably it must be who was that guy? You mean for prophets from mentioned in the Quran or in
Any
the Bible
prophet,
also?
if you wish. I don't know. You can tell me. Even Trump, I don't care. A person you consider him as a prophet. This story never happened to anyone. This is only for Muhammad. Received satanic verses. He recite them. He say them, and then he waited a few weeks. And then where was Jibreel all this time? And you know, and don't you Muslim, you say no one can make Quran save Allah?
Correct.
Okay, how Muhammad did not notice that this is going to be from Allah? If the Quran is
So
something unique, if the Quran is according to the false claim of the Muslims, it is unique, amazing, so beautiful, and nobody can write like it. Isn't it the Quran says that he challenged the human and the genie, and Shaitan is a genie, as you know, to make Quran like this, but they cannot?
Yeah, he's talking about the entire Quran, not just one
No,
verse.
no. He said surah. We do not know how big what Muhammad he will receive. This is the Muslim stories. So if I can make a sentence like Allah, then I can make a surah, because surahs is many sentence. I will make one sentence, one more sentence, one more sentence. I have a surah. So can we write the same as the Quran of Allah? Obviously, Shaitan can do easy. As you see here, Shaitan, he gave Muhammad satanic verses. Did Muhammad notice that this is not from Allah? At least because it's different way.
But Yeah, because Gabriel came back and told him that it is not from Allah. So
Exactly.
that is
So
why he
Muhammad did
knows
not
it's
notice
not.
himself. How Muhammad did not
Correct.
notice that what he said is wrong?
Yeah, because he is only revealing God's
No,
words,
no, no.
no,
Just
to the
wait,
people.
wait, wait. What do you mean revealing God? This guy, he keeps saying we worship Allah only, we worship Allah only, we worship Allah only, and now he is saying the daughters of Allah is true, and we have to intercede through them. So he did not notice that this is a total contradiction for what he said before. So now I say to the Christian here, we need to worship Jesus. Only Jesus can save us. Only Jesus can help us. Only Jesus can take us to heaven. Only Jesus can forgive our sin. And then second day I say, oh, forgive, follow a priest or a bishop. He can forgive us. No, this is contradiction. Either only Allah, and then you call yourself, as you claim, monotheist, or you accept that the daughters of Allah are true, and you worship them and you ask them for intercession. So let us say Jibreel never show up. Shouldn't Muhammad in you that this is really totally the opposite of what he said? If I say something to you, like sometime we speak, like because we are focusing on something, and then maybe I will mention the wrong name. I will say I want to say Prophet Isaiah. I say Prophet. Let us say, I say Elijah. By mistake. This is can be acceptable. But here we are talking about destroying all the belief, all the practice, turning 180 degree and worshipping the three daughters of Allah. And then I did not notice until Jibreel come to me and say, this is not right. Where was the mind of Muhammad? Was he monotheist all the time or sometime?
Yeah, but worshipping is not mentioned in the Quran, isn't it? It's just only mentioned that he threw some falsehood, but it doesn't mention
Okay,
that they
hold
fell down
on.
and worshipped.
No, it's mentioned in the interpretation. If you go in the interpretation, it says that he recite, the Muslim, they have even the verses which is given by the Quran. What Muhammad said exactly, they have it. The Muslim, they have it. He said the intercession of the daughters of Allah, Sharaniq al-Ula. So when the Quran, when Muhammad he mentioned that, the Arab they copy it, the Muslim they copy it, and then it's spread all over. And then this is why Muhammad later he found himself, he got busted. So he decided to fix it. He was trying to be hypocrite with the Arab, make them follow him just to accept him. But when he thought no believers are there and nobody will know what he just did. But when the news is spread, Muhammad, he decided to say, oh, this is shaitan, he gave it to me, don't blame me, Allah will take it off. But how come Muhammad did not notice that shaitan, he gave him such a thing?
No, it's probably that means that Satan must have come in the form of Muhammad and done all this.
Okay, so
It was
now what
not
we
Muhammad who did it.
conclusion, shaitan, he come in the form of angel Jibreel. He spoke to Muhammad, gave him satanic verses. Muhammad, he take them blindly, even though he is worshipping three daughters of Allah. Muhammad, he go home, still he did not notice what he did. Muhammad, he stayed there for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then angel Jibreel sent by Allah to tell Muhammad, this is not right. So all this time, the disbelievers, they believe in Muhammad gods, which is the three daughters of Allah. And Muhammad himself did not notice that this is from shaitan. Did not notice.
You're correct. Same like the Christians, for 600 years, you are worshipping a God, which is man.
Okay,
Same like that. Now,
but you
after
see,
600 years, now that what we're doing is
okay,
wrong.
hold on. You cannot compare because we don't believe that shaitan, he gave satanic verses to Jesus. And even your Quran, 600 years after, confirm our book, says this is a true book. So if we believe in a man and the Quran confirm that the book between our hand is a true book, is that correct?
Yeah, but which book are you talking about? It says
The one is with
the book,
us.
but
The
it doesn't
one
say which
is with
book.
us. The one is with us.
Yeah, which book was with
You
which
said
book
for
was with you?
you said a second ago for 600 years, for 600 years, you Christian worship a man, correct?
Correct,
So you are counting the 6 years, 100 years of until Muhammad came, correct?
correct.
But when Muhammad came, he confirmed the book with us. chapter 2, verse number 89. When there come to them, to the Jews and to the Christians, the book of the Quran, confirming what is with them, the Torah and the Injil. Confirming it, not denying it. What is with them? Do you see it?
Yeah, I see this.
Okay, so the
But when you say
Quran,
confirming the
600 years, actually the translation is false. In Arabic it says musaddiqun lima ma'ahum, which means believing in what is with them, not just confirming. There's a huge difference between confirming and believing. So Muhammad is coming as a believer in the Torah, believer in the Injil, which is with us, not with him.
correct.
So how that can be corrupt? And this is the book after Jesus, 600 years after the Christian believe that Jesus is God. The Quran confirming the book is with us.
But the Quran says that Jesus was taken up to heaven directly.
That is a
He was not
contradiction.
killed.
That doesn't matter. Okay, Jesus, we believe that Jesus is in heaven anyway. So where is Muhammad now?
Muhammad is waiting to be resurrected.
Okay, so he's dead.
It's not dead as such. It's like
He's
he's in a
dead.
state of
You just said he is waiting to be
for the day
resurrected.
of
What does that
resurrection.
mean? He is waiting to be resurrected. That's mean he is dead, correct?
No, he's in a state of sleep, you can say. Like.
Oh, so now dead is asleep now?
Yeah, because time doesn't matter for that. When one person dies, then time doesn't matter anymore for them. So when they wake up,
So when I
like
die,
they
I will
won't
be
have felt
sleep. When
time
I die,
passing
I
at
will be
all.
sleeping too.
Yes, you will sleep for till the day of resurrection. You will sleep, and once the resurrection comes,
okay.
it will be like
Okay,
you
listen,
died yesterday, even though you slept for maybe
okay,
1,000,
listen.
2,000,
I have a
3,000
very simple
years.
question for you. Your prophet in the
Okay.
hadith, he said that when you pray every Friday, for your prayer will be supplicated to me. Why the prayer of the Muslim will be supplicated to Muhammad? Is he God?
No, it's not like that. It's like how you have the same thing in the saints in the Bible. You supplicate your prayers to the saints, and they take it to God. No, like that.
Well, but no. First of all, we do not need. We ask the saint to pray for us. We are
It's the
not.
same.
No, no. Listen.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
the
no,
same.
no, 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 no. You see, and I actually, me myself, I never do that because I pray to the Jesus right away. Why I want to ask the saint to pray for me? But I ask here the brothers, sisters, all the time. Pray for me. Pray for this person. This is because we are brothers and sisters and families. We are asking each other to pray for each other. We believe in the power of the prayer, but we don't supplement our prayer to saint. We pray to God. Now here, all the prayer of the Muslim will be submitted to Muhammad, but yet he's dead.
Yeah, that's the same thing which is happening in Christianity also.
No,
We
no,
supplicate. We
no.
pray to Saint Anthony.
Do you
We pray
submit
to
your
Saint.
prayer to Allah or to Muhammad as a Muslim?
We submit our prayer to Allah.
Okay, the hadith
But we
says
do it
all
through
your prayer, not a blessing. The Muslim they falsely translates the word prayer as a blessing. Submit it to me. Then the Muslim they say to him, the companion, but you will be dead and your body will decay. He said that we the prophet, our bodies don't decay.
yeah, because they go into a sleep, but I don't know why they're using the word body here, but
So why Ibn Abbas he said bury your friend, meaning Muhammad, because his body stink. He said يأسن كما يأسن البشر. Bury your friend, he stink as all human they stink. So Muhammad is a fraud. He claimed that his body will not decay. They did not bury him for 3 days. They were hoping that he will be the same as Jesus. He will be resurrected to heaven. So they waited 3 days exactly. Then he stink badly and his belly became full of fart. Ibn Abbas says, he said, قَدْ رَبَى بَطْنَهُ وَنَثَنَتْ خُنْصُرَاهُ. His belly became so full of fart and his fingers, they shrink, like they grab, when the person, his body is trying to start to decay, his feet, they will look different, his fingers will look different. So when Ibn Abbas, he said that this is what's happening to Muhammad, Isn't it this is a proof that Muhammad is a false prophet who he claimed that his body will not decay?
No, probably they understood it wrong because from what you see, it
What
actually
do
is
you mean
like
I understood it wrong?
he.
It says that his belly became big from fart, from gas. When you die, there's some food in your stomach always, no matter how maybe you just went to the bathroom, still there is some food still left. So when you die, that food will be digested by the bacteria, and then you will have gas. And because now you are not alive, the gas will not go out. Normally, people fart. So what happened? Your belly will become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then when there's no more space for gas, naturally the body will push, because there is no more space, will be pushed out of the gas will find a release through the anus and will go out. So this is what happened to your prophet. But your prophet, he said that he will not, his body will not decay. If you want me to show you the reference, I can show you as many
No,
references as you
he
wish.
didn't say that.
Huh?
The hadith says that
What?
they're asking him that question. The people are asking him that question. Um, how can our blessings be submitted to you when your body has decayed? That's what the people are asking him a question.
Yeah.
But the prophet says that Allah has prohibited the earth from consuming the bodies of the prophet. He hasn't mentioned anything about decay only, just about
No,
consuming
he
the
says
prophet's body.
consuming. They are asking about decay. He said cannot consume it, which means decay. My friend,
No, no, this decay
my,
is
my
different.
friend, my friend,
Consuming
my
is
friend,
different.
my friend. You are reading a translation, and this is your Muslim translation. What was the question is? How we can do that when your body will decay? He says
Correct.
Allah forbid the earth from consuming the bodies. How the earth consuming the bodies? Decay. You became dust. So don't tell me it doesn't say decay. You will not look good with it. Anyone who is watching, he knew that. Now you are not being honest with me. It's about him being decay. Actually, in some hadith says that when Muhammad he died, in less than a day and a night, not 3 days, a day and one night, which means 24 hours. The day is daytime, the night is nighttime. So in less than 24 hours, Muhammad, his belly was full of fart, and he changed. The skin changed, the look changed, everything of him changed.
Yeah. So CP, this portion which you're discussing here is this. I see. Yes, there are certain things which don't make sense here in this hadith. But if you look at the what the context is basically is like how Christians you pray to saints,
We
something
don't, we
similar
don't. I
like that.
answer about this. Don't repeat that. Don't repeat the same. We don't pray to saints. Saints are like us.
No,
They
I've
are
seen some
no,
of
my
my
friends.
friends.
Saints themselves, they ask God for forgiveness. So when we say saints, we are talking about the best of us, who they are. They give their life to God, serving people, but doesn't mean they are not sinners. All of us, we are sinners. The Bible says it clearly. All mankind are sinners. Nobody, no
Correct,
exception. So
correct.
don't let us not to you see we are going from a place to place, and everything shows that Muhammad is mentally ill and he's a liar. Let me ask you, Shaitan, he appeared to Muhammad and he gave him satanic verses, correct?
Correct.
In the image of Jibreel, correct?
Uh, that doesn't mention in the Quran. It just says he threw in
No,
the
in the
in the
hadith,
in the.
your prophet says that Shaitan ismuhu al-abyad atani. He explained why. You can go and read the interpretation of the
Which
verse.
hadith is that?
Read the interpretation. Shaitan, his name is al-abyad. He came to me. Go to Ar-Razi as an example. If we go to Ar-Razi right now, we will see the interpretation says that Shaitan, his name is Al-Abyad. He came to me and in the image of Jibreel. Do you want me to show you the reference?
Yes, please.
All right. Let me find it. And look like in Islam, everybody clone everybody. because Jibril himself, he cloned someone. His name is Dahya al-Kalbi. So now we have two Dahya al-Kalbi, which is very weird.
Yeah, that's because Jibril came in a human form, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. Well, here we go. So now Shaitan, he come in the image of Dahya al-Kalbi or in the image of Jibril, the same Jibril as we know. Doesn't matter. Everybody can clone everybody. How we can trust anything?